A California jury handed Tesla a sweeping win on Friday in what appeared to be the first trial surrounding a crash involving the company's Autopilot feature. It could be a crucial victory for the electric vehicle maker as it tests and rolls out the partially automated driving software and its more advanced full self-driving system. Los Angeles resident Justine Su was seeking $3 million in damages from Tesla after her Model S swerved into a curb while on autopilot in 2019. She said an airbag was deployed so violently it fractured her jaw, knocked out teeth, and caused nerve damage to her face. But on Friday, the Los Angeles Superior Court jury awarded Su zero damages. It found that autopilot and the airbag had not failed to perform safely. After the verdict, jurors told Reuters Tesla clearly warned that the software was not a self-piloted system and that driver distraction was to blame. Jury foreperson Olivia Apsher said, quote, "The technology is something that's assisting you, and we want that message to be clear. Drivers should understand that before they sit behind and take control of the vehicle using those features." An attorney for Su said while he understood the jury believed his client was distracted, she only received a warning to put her hands on the wheel less than a second before the curb strike. A Tesla representative could not be immediately reached for comment. The EV maker is bracing for a spate of other trials linked to the semi-automated driving system, which Chief Executive Elon Musk has claimed is safer than human drivers. Experts say the jurors' decisions in this trial will serve as a bellwether as Tesla and other plaintiffs' lawyers hone their strategies in the coming cases.
One does not have to abandon their faith, right? Their faith or their deeply held beliefs to agree the government should not be telling that woman what to do with her body. This evokes, in my mind, very fundamental rights, including the right to freedom for each individual to make a decision about what is in their best interest, the best interest of their family. And if they choose, make that decision with their priest or their pastor or their rabbi. But the government should not be making this decision. On the mifepristone issue, it's politicians finding a court, targeting a specific court that they thought would be helpful to them, to take a medication off the market which was approved 20 years ago by the Federal Drug Administration. Think about that. I'd ask anybody to look in their medicine cabinet, and any drug that you have prescribed by a doctor to alleviate your pain or extend the quality of your life has been FDA approved. And arguably what they're doing with mifepristone could happen to any one of those drugs in your medicine cabinet.
The Sudanese army said on Saturday that the US, UK, France, and China will all start evacuating their diplomatic staff and other nationals from the city of Khartoum in a matter of hours, as gunfire and airstrikes continue to echo across it. The 3-day ceasefire declared in Sudan also remains in tatters. Both of the opposing factions in this conflict have said they will assist in the evacuations of foreigners, that is, the army and its rival, the paramilitary group known as the Rapid Support Forces, but it's not immediately clear what form the evacuations may take. On Friday, the U.S. State Department said Washington would not coordinate evacuations for private individuals, as in citizens who were not in Sudan on government business.
We are in touch with several hundred private American citizens who we understand to be in Sudan, and of those, many of those are registered through our Smart Traveler program, which, as I said, has been a mechanism in which we have been in direct communication with them to talk about security precautions and other measures that they can take on their own. We have been clear-eyed about how American citizens should not travel to Sudan for months now.
Meanwhile, any let-up in the fighting may accelerate the desperate rush by local Sudanese to get out. Many have been trapped for days in their homes under bombardment or with fighters roaming the streets. Hundreds have been killed.